You're right, guys, it's Capcom Tom here, and I am back for episode number 72 of Mission Manchester. Now, we have managed to sell a few things from our silver packs that we opened in the last episode, including the Samuel Eto'o. We managed to pull him out of a normal silver pack, which is pretty cool, something that you will not see every day. I barely see that coming out of my gold packs, let alone silver packs. So, I was pretty ecstatic to say the very least. Now, if you're struggling for coins, go and check out the link in the description. They've got some great deals on at the moment. Let's start off by getting into some games, man. That's what we're doing today. We're just going to be absolutely hooning through these games, trying to get to the point where we can win Division 1. We have, I believe, won 1 and drawn 2 from our first 3 games. Can't afford to draw any more, really, because otherwise we're going to put ourselves in a position where we can't actually win the division. Now, our first game is against a full Belgian team. Has some very strong players in there. Hazard, he has Lukaku, he has Ojala Ofo in the centre mid position. He's also got Vermaelen and company in his defence. So a very, very strong team. And unfortunately, he takes the lead. He managed to get a nice low cross across the front of goal, and Hazard was there to slide in and tap it into the back of the net. Now, I managed to get back into the game. You see here that I ended up getting fouled just inside the box and picking up quite a few penalties recently. And as always, we're going to let Van Persie take it, as he does have that 96 penalties. I keep saying that I think that maybe I should stop talking about his 96 penalty stats, because I say it every time he takes a penalty. And he absolutely smashes that one into the top right hand corner. Well, not top right hand, top middle and slightly to the right. So there you go. 1-1 at this point, and we managed to lose the ball in a pretty dangerous position, and he does punish me here. Unfortunately, he managed to put that away with Hazard. I thought that the angle it came up would mean that he wouldn't get it in, but he did. But we get a free kick. He slides me on the edge of the box, and looks like we may have a chance from this position. So we are in the late stages of the game. We are relying on this free kick to give us something. You see here, playing the layoff free kick, and Van Persie comes up, and Van Persie smashes it, misses, but the ball lands to Ferdinand, and Ferdinand pops it into the back of the net. So I think that may be either Ferdinand's first or second goal for the club. So good work, Ferdinand, playing him, because I think that we're going to have to go for a more defensive centre-back nowadays, rather than playing both Jones and Evans, who have slightly weaker defensive stats but have more pace. I think we're going to have to go for the likes of Vidic paired up with either Smalling or Jones and Evans, because, you know, the mixture of high defence and high defence and the pace sort of worked quite well, and it has been working quite well for me recently. Now we're going into our next game. As I said, we're going to be doing a game marathon, and we go into a game against a full Spanish team, but it's a 5 at the back, and I absolutely hate playing 5 at the back teams. You know what it's like. And he ends up taking the lead. We did exactly what we shouldn't have done at the start and got caught on the counter. That's what they're looking for. They're looking for you to attack them and then eventually to counter you and score. Now we managed to pull it back through Rooney, a nice goal from outside the box. He's been scoring quite a few for us recently from outside the box, so I've been pretty happy with his performance. Now he gets a corner later on in the game, and he does unfortunately convert it with Puyol, and it's late in the game. We're now in the 85th minute, and he manages to extend his lead from Torres, I believe that is. So there you go. We end up losing that one 3-1. Those games, you either smash the 5 at the back formations or you lose on the counter attack, and that's exactly what happened. We lost on the counter attack. So there we go. We have dropped another point. We cannot afford to drop any more points in our quest for the Division 1 title. If we do, that's it. We have no chance of winning it. So let's go into our next game and see what happens. We're coming up against a 4-1-2-1-2 Russian league team. He's got some dodgy players. I mean, Bruno Alves is a high-rated centre-back, but he's pretty slow. So I'm never too bothered to see him in a team. In fact, I rarely do, because most people have cottoned on to the fact that pace is God and everyone uses it. Now, we took the lead. Some good work from Hernandez. And no idea how he dug that shot out from that position, but he did. And in the 25th minute, put us into the lead. Now, he comes back into the game here. You see that Doumbia gets down the side, and a simple cross into the box proves my downfall there, as it is now 1-1 as Villa score. But Wayne Rooney managed to get another goal, and if you actually pause that, you'll see that someone barged his defender out of the way in the box, similar to the Muller challenge a couple of days ago, or last week I believe, in the Champions League. Yeah, anyway, we had a pretty dodgy clearance from De Gea, which went straight to his player, and he bicycle kicked it from the edge of the area, Hulk scoring for him. But we managed to get straight back into the lead through Young, and then we pretty much shored up the game when Rooney went through and put that one into the back of the net. So looking pretty good at this point, and in the 59th minute we are 4-2 up, and I think that is how it stays. End up taking that result down. In fact, we get one more. There you see the goal, or the ball going across the front of goal, and Van Persie definitely securing the game in the 90th minute. 5-2, a decent result, and Wayne Rooney gets man of the match. So good work from Wayne Rooney. Definitely played out of his socks in that game, and we are keeping our Division 1 title hopes alive by winning that game. However, it does look like a distant prospect, as we do need to win our remaining, I think, 4 games. So we're going to go into our next game, and we come up against, unfortunately, another 5 at the back formation. This time the only thing about it is that it has some slower centre backs in the form of Skirtle and Colaccini, so hopefully we'll be able to punish him for that. Now Suarez is here coming over the top, and I have no idea how he finished that. I thought that I was pushing him wide with Vidic. I was like, there's no need to go into him. You know, just make sure he goes down the line, he'll try and cross it and we'll head it out. But unfortunately, he absolutely smashed it in. And then Welbeck managed to get on the score sheet in the 64th minute. So we were at the point of, you know, being level. And unfortunately, that's how it stayed. So our Division 1 title hopes are now dead. We can't actually win the title, but we are going to have to try and make sure that we get that 2 points that we need to stay in the division next season. We don't want to go back down into Division 2, because every time we get relegated we have to come straight back up, which is a bit frustrating, and really we should just be well, just staying in Division 1 and winning it. So we're going into our final game. I believe this is our final game anyway. And we come up against it's a dodgy 4-4-2. And this is exactly what you want to see when you go into a game that you need to win. A 4-4-2 that's got, you know, dead links going all over the place. Some really rubbish players in there. And we end up going through early on. Nice ball over the top. And there you see Welbeck absolutely hammering that one into the back of the net. A nice goal from him to give us the lead in the 13th minute. Now, we got some good work here from Carrick, and that is the funniest goal I have ever seen in my life. I've put all the replays in because it's absolutely hilarious. He takes the shot, never was going to go, and let's be honest, it's Michael Carrick from the edge of the centre circle. But it hits the guy in the head, bounces straight up, and the keeper just watches it drop into his net. I thought the Marchetti would probably save that, but that is like literally dropped straight in to the very top corner, so maybe he is excusable. And then we go further in the lead. Nice little pullback from Nani, and Welbeck hammers that one in, and we finish him off here as Hernandez goes through on goal and manages to pop it into the back of the net. So a very convincing result to finish the game, or finish the episode off. So guys, that is the end. We have managed to stay in Division 1. We will be back for another season of it in the next episode. If you could drop this video a like, that would be amazing. But other than that, I'm going to have to leave it there, and I will see you all next time.